out the window? Were you beeping them? What were you doing?
Yeah, you got a horn, right? Honk, honk.
Yeah. I was the conductor then, and the engineer.
So you were going down the train,
and
collecting tickets and whatnot.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. And there was a couple of years ago, I almost hit somebody in a wheelchair.
Oh boy! Now, what were they doing? What was the wheelchair people doing on the tracks?
Well, I was going 50 miles an hour, going through a town.
Now that seems a little excessive.
I had a train full of Coke.
Coca-Cola?
That's not cocaine. That's used in steel.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's like the Billy Joel song.
But anyway, the gates were down, and some woman, it must have been the mother of the woman, and there was some kind of festival in the town, and she just wheeled her mother through the gates.
Oh.
So,
she was trying to kill her.
She must have had a big insurance policy or something on her.
She was trying to take her out.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
you're an accessory to murder.
Yeah. Well, my conductor, he was looking at me like WTF? What are you laughing at?
I don't think that's what that stands for.
All the people who's going to hit somebody in a wheelchair, it would be me.
Right.
Now, what does Ron? What does the conductor do? You're driving the train. What does the conductor do?
If he's awake, he's managing the train.
No, there's just two of you on the train, right?
Yeah.
And so what's to manage? It seems like there's not a...
The paperwork, and then if the train has to stop anywhere, he has to get out and do the work. And he has to do the time slip and make sure I get paid.
So do you guys does he have is there a continuity check that that you know that everything's still attached? Is there some electrical
I was
stuff?
thinking about that today. What if the caboose falls off? Will you know about it?
Yeah, I've had that happen before.
The caboose fell off?
All of a sudden, the light back there that tells you, in the train device tells you how much air and if the train's moving, that kind of thing.
Well, you can tell if the train's moving, I think.
So, yeah, I've had that happen.
So who is it responsible for throwing the hobos off? Is it you or the...
No, it's the conductor.
You don't have a what do they call it? Railroad bulls anymore?
Yeah, we've got railroad police. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the conductor goes back and finds them, and they call the police, and they come out.
When I was a kid, I was always afraid to cross the railroad tracks for a long time because of the alleged railroad police were patrolling.
Oh yeah. But there actually are railroad police. You just have to get them off their ass.
Apparently there are.
Yeah. So Ron? What's the longest? What's the longest train you've ever pulled?
17,000 feet.
Well, how many cars is that? Wrong units.
I can't remember.
We need miles or number of cars.
Yeah.
But that
I can't. Number of cars, I would say just over 200. It doesn't ring a bell, but the 17,000 feet.
You know how long that would take?
How long is it? How long is a mile? How long is a mile?
Miles 5,280 feet.
Wow, so
yeah,
3 miles long.
Roughly 2,000 yards.
So it's a couple hundred feet, huh? A couple hundred miles.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 miles down and 3 miles back.
So you could potentially have a train where you get to where you're going, and the back of the train hasn't left the station yet.
Pretty much, yeah.
What's the point of that?
Or the head end of the train is moving 15 miles an hour, and the rear end hasn't started moving yet.
Wow, because of all the slack in between the cars?
Yeah.
I had a bone to pick with you, actually, now I think of it. On Friday, I went to Hardee's to pick up some breakfast in the morning.
Hardee's?
Went to Hardee's. And I went to turn, and just before I turn, the do not turn, because where I'm turning here, it's an intersection, and if you turn left, it goes over the railroad tracks. So the no left turn light comes on, the lights ding, 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 and this train comes along. Boom, boom, boom. Holding me up, trying to get to work. And then all the cars can go straight, but because I'm trying to turn left, I can't go. So then the train goes by, the arms come up, and my light turns red, and then everybody gets to go green again. So I'm sitting there again. If that's not bad enough, I come home from work as I'm about to pass the same crossing, Down comes the arms. Ding, ding, ding. Same train, I think, coming back. And it was a CSX train.
That's a stupid story, John.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey.
We'll look at it like this. That's the economy on wheels.
It was all loaded with coal, I think.
All coal.
Yeah, or ground up black things.
That's what I like about like people who drive electric cars. They actually drive coal-powered cars, you know?
Or nuclear.
Or nuclear cars. But hey, all right. So, what is the so let's say I'm driving to work and I'm kind of late, and the gates come down. How long do I have to get across the go around the gate? Realistically.
Well, it depends how fast you're going, right?
Realistically, those gates go down. Those gates go down around 2,500 feet before the train gets there.
Now, is each crossing? Do you have a different speed limit you have to go?
No.
No, they just go the same speed. They can't slow down.
No, whatever the railroad tells me.
Oh, that's what I mean. Is there a set?
Yeah.
You do have a speed limit, right?
For freight trains, it's 50 on my railroad and 60 for intermodal, which is containers and tractor on trailer.
Wow. Now, what do you normally carry, Ron?
Anything and everything. So everything from automobiles to coal to grain to lumber.
How long is your day?
Like today, it was 6 hours.
And is that a long day or a short day?
No, that's about average. You know, some days will just be 1 hour, and those are really short, and then others it'll be 12 hours.
Now, what do you do if there's a cow on the tracks?
Smash it.
You have a hamburger for dinner?
Yeah, you hit it. Blow the whistle and hit it. It was like 12 deer I hit at one time. They were all standing on the tracks. And,
you hit 12 deer at one time?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that must have been...
But that's not that common. Deer usually pretty much smarter than that, right? I mean...
What's that, deer?
Deer are pretty smarter than that. I mean, so loud. I mean, the train's so loud, you know, they would generally take...
Yeah, well, a lot of times it's, you know, one deer will follow another one right in front of you.
Right, yeah.
You know, but usually, they get out of the way. I haven't hit one in over a year.
Yeah.
Now, do you get in trouble when you hit stuff?
As long as it's not my fault. No, it's, you know, cars and people.
Well, you told us the minivan story. What was the other car you hit?
Oh, that was a K car. Somebody left it on the tracks.
Oh, they just left it, huh?
They're just trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, I guess every now and then you'll hear those stories where somebody's left the car. I think that they get behind in payments. They just put it there.
Yeah, write that one down.
That's one way to get rid of it.
Yeah, Lenny, write that down in case we get in trouble. We may need to find a set of tracks.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever derailed or had like an accident where you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You did. Holy crap.
Yeah, I've derailed.
Now, where did it derail, in the back or the front or?
It was on the front.
So how did you drive off the tracks? Doesn't it keep you on there? You can't even steer that thing, right?
No. As long as the rails stay upright.
So what happened? Why did you derail?
Okay. Well, the train I was the conductor then, and the engineer was slowing the train down. And he slowed it down too hard on the front, and it was going down a hill on the rear end. Rear end came down and hit the front end, so it pushed it out toward the left, and there was a train going by, and it sideswiped it.
Holy cow! That must have been awesome.
Which happened to be a intermodal train.
Now back up. What is that word? What is that word? Intermodal train?
Yeah, intermodal.
What does that mean?
It's like a tractor trailer. They put the trailers on flat cars.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Containers on ships. They'll put it on a flat car. Anyway, it was about 20 of those cars that got sideswiped, and it split it open like a can of tuna. It was carrying Reebok tennis shoes.
Oh,
So,
I bet there was a
So
swarm
all
of
the-
people over there.
yeah, there was.
Now,
for 15 miles.
what kind of neighborhood was this
Yeah.
in?
What kind of neighborhood?
Yeah, well, who was picking up those shoes?
People take that to flea markets.
Oh, awesome.
That's not the direction I was going.
I
but-
got, and I said, well, I couldn't find two to match. That was true.
Wow, that must have been a lot of shoes.
Wow, that's awesome.
I didn't realize they made so many shoes they'd fill up trains with them. I mean, I guess they did, but
Oh, what?
well, no, I mean,
Yeah.
I knew they would, but that they'd all be going to one place, I guess.
Yeah, all coming in from the docks. Yeah,
I guess they'd be like heading to Walmart or something, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what do you normally? You carry anything, right?
Yeah.
Well, now
Yeah.
do you have like some
And I-
things you like to pull more than others?
Dude, what was that?
do you are you apprehensive about pulling some things that maybe are more dangerous than say other things?
Dynamite.
Dynamite as opposed
no.
to Reebok shoes.
No, it's no. It's they keep the bad stuff back behind the engine, deep behind it. So
Oh, so if it blows up,
That'll
it
have
won't,
to
won't
work.
get you.
yeah, it's gonna blow a family up or something. Yeah.
Oh, that's the way to go.
Back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, poison inhalation cars, those kinds of things. Yeah, they're buried in the train.
Now you do one route that you go back and forth on?
Yeah, I go Willard, Ohio to Garrett, Indiana.
Okay. Now how long of a route is that?
How long?
Yeah, how long does it take you to get from one point A to point B?
It's 2.5 hours if we don't have to stop. So it's 128 miles.
Oh, and that takes you like 6 hours? That'd be like a full work
Uh,
day?
Yeah, it's I can get there like I said in 2.5, but
But you gotta do a lot of prep work and everything, right?
Yeah.
I
So,
getcha.
so you drive back home? They give you a car to drive back home?
no, we go to a hotel and
Oh,
then stay there about 14 hours, and then wait on our next train and then come back.
Well, it seems like
oh,
I think you're in the wrong business, Lenny. That seems like a good deal.
that sounds awesome. But I don't want to. I wouldn't have to spend the night in Gary, Indiana.
Yeah. Well, you could
Nah,
probably pick a
although
different route.
I have been through there. Yeah, played at Michael's house.
Right.
Hey, so when you're driving the train, do you ever see like kids up ahead, like they're putting pennies on the track, and you just shake your fist at them and yell?
Yeah.
Get off the train.
No.
You're going to derail us.
No, I've seen them put bicycles and things.
Bicycles?
Yeah.
What happens when you hit a bicycle?
It flies through the air and it goes off in the weeds usually.
Oh, now
I never thought of that.
this seems like something we may want to put on YouTube, Lenny. I'm thinking we get
Bicycle
stuff
there?
like how David Letterman would drop stuff off a building. We put stuff on tracks.
Stuff on the road tracks.
Yeah.
Dude, then the undercover
Oh wow!
train police will get us.
Well, we don't
I'll
tell
tell
them
you
who we
what.
are.
Tell you, there was one time an Amtrak train. They ended up hitting somebody in a car. We pulled up next to them right when it happened. Stopped there, and I remember the paramedics. They got the guy too. He was knocked out. He came to for like 3 seconds and asked what happened. And the guy said, "What was I doing in my car?" And then went back out.
Wow.
So they told him he'd been hit by a train in his car. Told him that. What was I doing in my car?
Now, when a train hits a car, does the train feel it? I mean, is it a pretty big concussion for the
No.
train?
It'll feel it just a little bit,
Wow.
but not anything out. Just
Now, what happens to the car? Does it usually like explode in a giant fireball?
yeah,
or?
parts go everywhere usually.
But is there a big
And then,
fireball like on TV?
Sometimes, not a whole lot.
Sometimes you don't hit it right. You got to do it again, right?
Yeah.
Now, have you
Oh,
heard?
you're getting through.
Have you heard about people doing the suicide thing where they lay down on the tracks on purpose?
Yeah, it's. I was reading it in Philadelphia.
Uh-huh.
I think they said they were running.
I've never heard. What was that place again? I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Oh, Philadelphia.
Was that Philadelphia?
Where's that at?
That's from a different show.
Oh,